You're welcome back, and in case you just joined us, you're checking out a fresh edition of What's Up on TV. Are you ready? In case you're watching us for the very first time and you're wondering, what do they do? What do we do? We'll bring you the very, very fresh, or the freshest gist with all the details, okay? Right here, you get everything for free. Sitting down and chilling wherever you are, in your office, at home, you get everything you need to know. Yeah, we are your official Tatafu. And with that, it is time for the entertainment news, but as usual, we like to hit you with the headlines before we go into the details. So are you ready? Chimamanda says we don't care about Trump calling Africa a shithole, Abi. Unclad video of an upcoming actress leaks. Sharon Oyakhilome says she and her husband never had sex before marriage. Wow. Wife of Warren billionaire apologizes for calling her husband an occultic beast. Genevieve Nnaji signs a film deal with United Talent Agency. Music star Rihanna finally follows Nigerian model on Instagram. Oh boy, the struggle no easy. In the world of sports, Ronaldo's family seeks justice after rape allegation. And finally, Rooney names best football team ever. Are you ready? Let's go. Nigerian author and feminist Chimamanda has said that Africa as a continent doesn't care about Donald Trump, referencing it as a shithole. Chimamanda made this known at an interview held at Opera Bastille during the Monday Festival, which held in Paris. During the interview moderated by Marilyn Beaumard, Chimamanda got a loud applause from the audience when she addressed the description of Africa as a shithole country by Trump. She said, "There are things that are said by people and we do not care because we know that it comes from a sidereal vacuum." She further asked that Africa be thought of differently than through condescending debates. And I have to give it to Chimamanda here, for standing up for Africa like that. Donald Trump sometimes says some things and, you begin to wonder, man. But we're not going to come down to, reduce ourselves to calling names or, doing stuff that is not really appropriate. Well, they say Africa is a shithole. What I would just say is, let's examine the statement properly. Let's see what is shitty about Africa, excuse my French, and try to correct some of those anomalies so that Africa can become a better continent. Well, yes, what Donald Trump said might be offensive, but we know within ourselves that Africa is not exactly wow or where it should be, given all the resources that we are blessed with. So we can examine this criticism properly and be objective about it and do something about it and ensure that Africa becomes a model country, or a model continent rather, that other continents will come to admire once again, not only just because we have a lot to offer them, but because Africa indeed had become a great nation. A wannabe actress has been exposed after sending her unclad video to Ghanaian movie producer and director Francis Zogbetsi, aka Nebu Your Majesty. The video was, however, leaked by the movie director's wife, Nora Frimpong Manson, who wouldn't tolerate sharing her husband with any woman. The upcoming actress, identified as Elizabeth Giabi or Queen Lissa, sent her unclad video to the director in order to entice him to cast her in a movie so she can break into mainstream acting. Angered by the actions of the lady, the movie director's wife took to social media to call shame her by sharing the video. Oh boy. Let me first start with the names first of all. The husband name na Francis Zigbetsi, Your Majesty. Wife name na Frimpong Manson. Oh my God. Which priest joined on that? How the priest survived the name? I joined Francis Zigbetsi and Fram. I don't even forget that. Anyways, back to ladies who are so desperate to get movie roles. Come on. Your life no go end if you no enter mainstream. And if you are really that good, if you're patient enough, your time will come. Now your video now, footage on there everywhere. You don't enter mainstream now because everybody now don't see you. You don't break internet. The mainstream where you define, it don't come easily. And madam, you have helped her break into mainstream because I can assure you that after this, she's going to enter mainstream. And who knows, maybe your guy might just be sending her nudes later instead. Newly wedded bride Sharon Oyakhilome has revealed that she never had sex with a man, Philip Frimpong, before marriage. Philip Frimpong. Is it just me or, coincidence? Nora Frimpong, the director's wife, Philip Frimpong. Is Frimpong a very common name in Ghana? Okay, maybe it is. The daughter of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome of Christ Embassy revealed this during a question and answer session she had with her followers on social media. According to Sharon Oyakhilome, not only did they not have sex before marriage, they were also just friends and never dated. In another interview she had, Sharon revealed that she married Philip because she wanted to marry someone who trusted God completely and will be an amazing leader. The couple tied a knot weeks ago with Pastor Benny Hinn as the officiating pastor. Oh, but imagine having Pastor Benny Hinn as your officiating pastor for your wedding. You know, say that marriage gone safe. And you say God that anoint him from heaven with that. Because Benny Hinn no be ordinary man of God. Well, what can I say? First of all, ping pong is a very popular name. Secondly, well, they say now the question and answer session. Because me, I want to ask before, say, who ask? Say, I mean, whether you do and whether you don't do. No, be that one be anything. But they say now, question and answer session. So they asked and she answered. Well, madam, kudos to you. You know, you guys have done well. You know, but I always say that the wedding is a ceremony, the marriage now be the cocoa. So we give it a few years, you know, before we can come up and say, oh, madam, your strategy worked. So let's wait another 3-4 years and then let's see what happens. Okay, let's take it from there. Interior designer Ehi Ogbeho, who's married to her Warri billionaire husband, was reported to be facing crisis, has shared a reconciliatory video of herself, hubby, and their daughter. A few days ago, Ehi Ogbeho was seen on Instagram calling her husband Ken Bramall an occultic beast who neglected his extended family. However, in a new social media post, Ehi Ogbeho took back her words by stating that all is well between them. She also revealed that she only made the occultic beast statement due to a little quarrel she had with her husband. According to her, calling someone a madman doesn't really mean the person is actually mad to the extent of walking naked. She now wondered why bloggers were quick to make it all seem like she meant her words when she called her husband an occultic beast. Madam, are you really serious? Like, seriously, man. I can't imagine you would even make it. You should have just stopped at, I didn't mean it. Not saying bloggers were quick to jump on it. You made a video on social media. You know they think? Come on, man. And now you're saying bloggers, you don't understand why bloggers jumped on it. When you open the house for rats to enter, you wonder why they see rat feces for your house. Come on, man. Let's be very, very careful and cautious when our emotions are, we should not allow our emotions cloud our judgments. You had a problem with your husband, you chose to bring it out on social media to solve it, and the bloggers picked it up as news. You created the news, and now in apologizing, now you are apportioning blame. And it's just, the way we manage situations go to say a lot about the kind of people that we are. Madam, I hope you've learned your lesson. In every marriage, in every institution, there are issues, there are challenges, there are problems, you know, but the way we manage them is what defines us, is what defines our character and our attitude. Don't go jumping on social media the next time you have a quarrel with your husband, calling him names. Otherwise, bloggers will do more than that. If you lucky, say they quote you. You don't thank God say they no go misquote you. Talk the one way you know talk. Nollywood superstar actress Genevieve Nnaji has signed a film deal with United Talent, a US-based management company. The deal is also presumed to see the Lionheart actress collaborating with top Hollywood filmmakers to produce movies from Africa, including Nigerian stories. UTA also represents Hollywood's Angelina Jolie, Johnny Depp, Gwyneth Paltrow, Channing Tatum, Nicholas Hoult, and several other movie stars. Netflix announced its acquisition of the rights of Nnaji's comedy Lionheart a few weeks ago, just before its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival in September, making Lionheart the first original feature from Nigeria to debut on the streaming service. Nnaji, who is also one of the highest paid actresses in Nollywood, has starred in a number of Nigerian features, including EJ, The Johnny, Tango With Me, Dr. Bello, Half of a Yellow Sun, and Road to Yesterday, a film that marked her first outing as a producer. What can I say? Genevieve Nnaji has broken all boundaries, broken all records, and she's still breaking more and more every day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is big news. United Talent has signed one of our own. So she's going to be producing movies for big stars in Hollywood, for big producers in Hollywood, and probably, who knows, maybe she might just get the chance to produce one herself for Hollywood. We suppose they celebrate this. This kind of news now suppose it trend. This kind of news now we suppose trend down. We suppose not let social media rest. Because if now one politician now do one thing now, or one nude video leak, or one sex tape, we go trend down. If one celebrity make blunder, we go trend down. If one marriage break up, we go trend down. This news now supposed to trend, because this would bring attention of the international community more to Nigeria. They will focus, the spotlight will now be directed to us. We should try and celebrate things like this. Congratulations to Genevieve, and we look forward to seeing more and more, exciting exciting stories. Please, just keep winning, my dear. Keep winning for us. We're very proud of you. Music star Rihanna has finally followed Adetutu, a Nigerian model who wants to model for Fenty on Instagram. Fenty Beauty by Rihanna was created with promise of inclusion for all women. The Nigerian model had earlier started a campaign to reach out to the music star and asked for her followers to help her make her dream come alive. Adetutu expressed her excitement and announcement in a post on Twitter when Rihanna followed her. This is just an inspiring story. I was following this story. It just shows that when you want something so much and you go all out for it, you will get whatever it is you want. She got people to retweet her tweets and to tag Rihanna everywhere on Instagram, on Twitter, to get Rihanna's attention, and she finally did. Rihanna followed her. So she's this close to getting her dream realized. And the irony of the whole thing, a lot of people would have felt, would have been laid back because of the tribal marks. But this is what makes her unique, and that was what she sold. She said, I have tribal marks, but I know I can still do it. I want to get Rihanna's attention. I want to model for Rihanna on Instagram. And today, the rest, like they say, is history. If you want something out there, go out and get it. Forget about whether you don't have all the resources. You won't always have everything. But nothing sometimes is even too much. Start with you. Start with the people you know. And before you know it, that dream that seems so far off, you just get it. In the world of sports, the family of Cristiano Ronaldo have launched a campaign to get justice for the Juventus player who is currently facing allegation of rape. Ronaldo has been accused by Catherine Mayorga of raping her when they first met in Las Vegas in 2009. She also claims to have been paid a sum of money by a footballer to keep the incident a secret. Ronaldo's mother, Dolores Aveiro, and his sister, Katia Aveiro, have both launched a campaign to seek justice for the footballer. They created a picture of the former Real Madrid player in a Superman costume and called on their social media followers to put it up as their profile picture to show support for him. On the picture are Portuguese words translated, "Justice for CR7. We are with you to the end." Meanwhile, Ronaldo has insisted that he didn't rape Catherine Mayorga. Speaking through his lawyer, he stated that what they had was completely consensual. What can we say? Well, we've done this news, we've been following up on it, and I think it's sad that Catherine waited, 9 years to come out, with this allegation. I think it's just really, really unfortunate. At a point where this young man is at the peak of his career. We've seen cases where, people have been paid to bring people down. It is not too difficult for one to assume that that is what is happening here. But then again, it is litigation, it is the law, and we wait for the law to decide. It is not in our position to question, to judge, make pronouncements. We'll allow the law do just that. And we'll wait to see what the results are. But this is really, really badly and ill-timed, okay? Manchester United legend Wayne Rooney has described the Barcelona team, which defeated the Red Devils in the Champions League in 2009 and 2011, as the best team he's ever seen. Pep Guardiola's side stopped United from winning consecutive Champions League titles in 2009 through goals from Samuel Eto'o and Lionel Messi. In 2011, Rooney scored a fantastic goal to bring United level in the final at Wembley, but Lionel Messi's goal in the second half of the encounter ensured the Catalan club won 3-1. Speaking in an interview, Rooney opined that the Barca team, coached by Guardiola, was one of the best teams he had ever seen. If we had been against any other team but Barcelona in 2009 and 2011, we don't know. But you would have fancied us to win those games. In my eyes, they are the best team ever, Rooney said. Well, I agree with you, my brother. You sabi football. I'm a Barcelona fan. And anybody who says Barcelona is good, I agree with them. But I'm not supposed to do that now. Beg, forgive me, Joe. I'm not no vex. But that's the best team ever. Are they still the best team now? I don't know, man. But when Pep Guardiola was handling that side, Barcelona was just untouchable. It was a fantastic team. And with that, we've come to the end of the entertainment news. I hope you enjoyed it.